Hello, 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 and welcome to Trading Made Easy right here on YouTube. I'm certainly glad that you found yourself here. Today, I'm to be really short and sweet. I just want to talk to you about support and resistance and how important it is to know support and resistance and how price interacts with it, and how it can certainly be your earmark to where you want to go in price. So before I begin, let me just say, for those that do not know me, you first to this channel, new to the channel, and that kind of thing, you just happen to fall upon my video. I'm glad you're here, right? I'm glad you're here. So just a little bit about myself. I am a currency trader. I trade foreign currency, and I've been doing so for the past 3 years. And it's been the best decision that I've made. It has not been easy, right? In the beginning, it has not been easy. It was an uphill battle, and but I had a desire that was far bigger than the challenges that I faced. And because of that desire and that persistence and my determination to persevere, I learned quite a few things, and I'm thankful for that. But more importantly, I ran across triple arrows. I ran across super easy forex. I ran across super easy forex, and it literally changed my experience around my trading experience around. I was up and down, seesawing up and down. I was didn't have control over the impulses to jump in trades and doing it too soon, too early. Didn't have a clear understanding. Didn't really have the insight. And even when I did get into a trade, I had that uneasy feeling like, oh, did I make the right decision? And then if it started, pulling back on me, I felt every pullback, right? I felt every pullback, and I contribute my gray hair, which I colored it so you don't see it now, but I contribute, a lot of those gray hairs to that time frame. And that was primarily because it was an uphill battle, and I did not have a system. Didn't even know of a system, to be perfectly honest. Didn't even know of a system that would really truly allow me to trade the simple, easy way. One of the things that I knew in the beginning was that there has to be an easy way to do this. It has to be. And I did not find the way, that simple, easy way, until I came across Super Easy Forex, and I was introduced to the triple arrow system, and that began the change in my journey as a trader. And one of the most immediate changes that I was able to realize was that I was profiting more consistently. And so from that point on, I just went, hey, everybody needs to know this. Everybody needs to know that a system like this exists where you can literally trade a simple, easy way with little to no experience. Now, prior to me finding Super Easy Forex, I didn't think that existed based on the exposure, based on the people around me in the trading community, based on the community that I was even in. We all pretty much felt the same way. We just got to climb our way to the top. We got to just endure, and we got to persevere. And though there's nothing wrong with those things, but there was a simple, easy way. And me personally, if I can trade the simple, easy way, and I can profit in the markets consistently without the stress, without the anxiety, and with more of an assurance that I'm on the right side of price, I understand where price is going, I see different indications within the system that assures me. And hey, I'm going to opt for that. And that's what I've done. Now, of course, price is king. I always say that price is going to do what it's going to do. There are things outside of our control that will cause price to do some whacked out things. We have no control over that. We have to rely on our confirmations and the system that we're using, and we let it go. We let it go. And since, like I said, being involved with this community, total change, total change. So I am a big advocate, right? Big advocate. And what you're looking at now is what I like to call the second generation of the triple arrow system, right? And just took trading the simple, easy way to a whole nother level. Now, I'm not going to get into all of the components. What I would say is that it is definitely a trading system that you want in your life if you're trading. Even if you are profitable, this is an awesome confirmation. It's just that extra set of eyes that give you that clarity if that's what you need, right? If you already have a trading methodology, having that extra clarity to say, you're right, it is worth more than gold, right? And of course, if you are up and down in your trades, if you're frustrated in your trades, if you're not really profiting or you just spanking new, right? This is absolutely a system that you want. Now, please review the other videos that I have on my channel. And I'm going to be talking more, obviously, with this simplicity. But I do have some there, and of course, the triple arrow. So familiarize yourself with the videos that I previously did, and you'll learn a lot more about the system and how it works. But today, ladies and gentlemen, today, I want to talk about the value of the left side. The value of the left side. The left side of price, wherever you are in price, when you come to the market, the left side, that is the golden nuggets. The left side tells you what price has done, and it also positions you to go where price where price want to go. Okay, so what we do is we use our support and resistance dots as those indications, right? Which is a part of the system. Now, this system is very versatile, it's customizable, so you can customize it to your trading style and view and what makes sense to you visually. You can customize it, and that's definitely a plus. So one of the things that I have done is I added support and resistance dots from the original TA system. Though the simplicity system definitely has support and resistance as well. So the same concept exists, right? The same concept exists. And that is the support and resistance dots tell you where price struggled in the past. It tells you where price consolidated in the past. And because we know that price moves from one consolidation area to the next, we know at some point price will revisit those areas. We know at some point price will revisit those areas. And so the reason I took this trade and the reason I put my TP where I did, I want to show you that based on the left side, right? The magic happens on the left side of the chart. Absolutely. Okay, so today is, well, it's Friday, so this was Thursday. Let me just check. Let me just check real quick because I believe I got into the trade wins somewhere around in here. Yeah, it was here. I got in here. Yeah, I got in right here. And it could have been right here. It could have been right here. Because one of the ways that I trade this system is I trade the zones, zone to zone. And some criteria is slightly different than other confirmations on the other ways that I trade, right? And speaking of that, I think it's very important that you have at least two different ways that you can trade in the market so that at any point in time, you know that you have two proven methodologies that you can use to trade. So, and this system definitely gives you more of those types of options. So right around in here is where I got it, either between this candle and this candle. No, so it had to be this candle right here. Yeah, that's where my line at. Alrighty, so I got into the position, right? And so now you determine, well, when you're going to get out of the position, right? When you're going to get out of the position. One of the things that you can do, to determine your take profit is look left, right? So let's say I got in here, which I believe I did. At the close of the candle, you want to look left for your previous support and resistance dots, and you want to determine how far down it goes, right? So we have the support here, right? Support here. And this is the resistance that's with the simplicity, right? So we got right there, that's roughly about 63, 64 pips if I wanted to take my profit right here, right? Now, maybe I want to go to distance, but once we get into this zone, now the selling pressure is likely, not always, but most likely about to decrease. The selling pressure is about to decrease because we're now in a buyer's zone. We're in a demand zone. And in the demand zone, you're looking for buys to come out. And so because um, that's typically what happened, the selling pressure starts to diminish, I might feel a little apprehensive about taking it all the way into the zone. Well, what you can do, look left, and what you want to look for are support and resistance dots that kind of line up with the zone, right? Anywhere in the box, from the top to the bottom, anywhere in the box, you want to identify those areas, and you can absolutely place your TP at those points. At those points. So, for instance, if I say I was at this point and I wanted to take it a little further, right, with some assurance that price is going to go there, I'm going to look at this area, right? And this area right here of support dots right here, as you can see, excuse me, it lines up inside of the box. Now, the support dots don't have to be inside of the box, but it lines up with the range of the box, if that makes sense, the range of the box. So from the top to the bottom, if there are support or resistance dots that line up, that fall in the range of the box, then that is a previously identified area in price where price struggled or where there was consolidation. And in this case, it was consolidation, right? Now you can clearly see that I put my TP right below this resistance area and right above this one. So I kind of went middle of the road. Now, here's the thing. We have support here as well. Now, to be perfectly honest, I would not, when I'm doing zone to zone, probably wouldn't take it there. That's just me. That's not saying that you couldn't and still profit. I just don't like playing close. Close in no zones. I like to give price room to breathe. And most importantly, I like to ensure that I don't get caught up in, broker shenanigans, because the truth of the matter is, the broker has a MetaTrader 4 as well. However, their MetaTrader 4 gives them all of the activity that's taking place from traders, right? Us. So, pending orders, for instance, they can identify all of the pending orders by price areas, and it shows up on their end as volume. So volume in a certain price range, that's how they're able to identify the pending orders in that price range and that kind of thing. That gives the broker leverage to shift price, right? So like I don't like playing wick lines too close, top to the wick. No, I want to give it some room, because what I know is price can go up and come shy of that top of the wick, which is where you may have placed your TP, and pull all the way back. Well, and you probably already know that has happened to you. It definitely has happened to me multiple times. But why does that happen? Things don't just happen. There's a reason price moves the way it does. There's a reason price go to a certain point and then pull back. And one of those reasons is the broker. The broker has the ability through the MetaTrader 4 platform that they have to see where those price points are, where pending orders are, where people putting their TPs at. They can see that. And if they see that there's a lot of volume, for instance, if there's a lot of volume, say in this area right here, which would be, let me go right here. As an example, if we got this wick right here that came right at the bottom of the supply zone. So let's say the price is 1.75293, and the broker can see that there's millions of dollars because they see that in volume. They see that there's X amount of millions of dollars in that range where people are expecting to what? Take their profit, right? So what the broker now has the ability to do is bring price shy of that area and pull it back, right? So this is actually a perfect example. So this candle came up and it wicked all the way to the bottom of this supply area, right? It wicked. And then of course it pulled it back down, right? So now you're in a buy, which you on the right side of price according to this price area right here. You on the right side of price, so you're in a buy, right? You're in a buy, and guess what? You're going to keep buying. Now, most people, right, because the wick identified where price wanted to go, most will put their TP at that point, right? But look. Now, I don't know if you can see it, if you can zoom in, but from what I see, this bearish candle went right shy of the top of the wick on this bullish candle. Right shy. And then what did it do? Snatched it back. And it's just snatched back a whole lot of money because, you have different traders, different price points and all of that. But people got stopped out just in this move alone, especially if you had a tight stop loss. People got snatched back, right? And then if nothing else, you got pulled back. And of course, brokers are doing that because this is how they're able to get the money that they make by snatching it back, come right shy of where all of this money is sitting at. All this money is sitting right here. So what the broker does is just go shy of it, not touching your TP, right? You might be 1 pip, 2 pips from your TP and pull price back. That is the reason why I do not play the wicks close. I always give it some room. Even with the support and resistance dots, I don't put my TP right under it or right below it, and definitely not in the middle of it. It's always going to be some room, and I generally go about 3 pips, but I need some room because I understand that that the brokers are able to see all of this information, and that's my way of minimizing getting caught in that type of thing. So with that being said, this is why I would not come here, right? I wouldn't come here. Brokers know that there's going to be a lot of money sitting right here. Now, and that's not to say that price won't come, and it may, and it looks like it would, but I don't worry about that, right? I'm going to get my money and I'm out. I'm going to grab my pips and I'm done. I don't need to get every last pip because while you're waiting on that one more move up or down to get your TP, guess what? You can very well be sucked back into drawdown, get stopped out, get a margin call or what have you because you were waiting for 2 more pips. It's not worth it, my friend. It's not worth it. So for that's my reasoning. That's just me, my trading personality, right? And everybody have their own. So I put my TP right below this area and right above this area. Happy medium. And it absolutely looks like it's going to hit. It looks like it's going to hit. At least that's what I hope, right? That's what I hope, that it's going to hit. But why do I feel some assurance? Because first of all, I trust the system. The system is accurate. The system is very accurate. The algorithm that is programmed in this system is very accurate to price movement and price action. So that's the first thing. I trust the system. And then I trust my trading methodology, my trading plan. I trust that as well. I trust the support and resistance dots that formulates as price move, and it identifies those areas, right? Do your due diligence as always. Never look at a video or series of videos and just take the person's word. do your due diligence and you'll see for yourself. And that's how you build your confidence. You'll start to see the consistency. You'll see the patterns, and then you'll start to build your confidence for that, right? So I feel confident that I'm going to hit TP in this area because, again, we identified down here, we identified even below the break, though I won't put it there, but even below the break, because price went here. And again, price always revisits those areas that it did not previously broke. It always revisit the areas that was not previously broken. So because of that, I'm confident that it will likely come down here. The only thing that we don't know is when. But it has been identified. Now, from this area right here, follow price. Remember, price moves from the left to the right. So price came, it hit this level of support, right? Then what did it do? It bounced back up, consolidated, went up, came back down, came back down, came back down. Now, has it hit this area yet? No, it has not. However, it looks like it's trying to get back there. That's what it does. It goes back to the areas that was not previously broken, and it will keep retesting it. It'll keep retesting it until when? Until it breaks. That is the reason why you can use the previously identified support and resistance dots to identify your take profit. So I hope that helped. I intentionally did not want to go any further, so I hope that helped. Listen, if you don't have the system, you're doing yourself a disservice. I am going to leave my link for the system inside the description. Access that. Also, let's peel the onion back. Let's get together. We can have a one-on-one. I can show you how to maximize this system and customize it to your trading personality. That is so important. It's not cookie cutter. I know I've said this many a times because it sounds like I'm repeating myself, but it's not cookie cutter. What works for one person may not work for you. And it doesn't mean that you're not doing something right. It just means that what you're doing is not in alignment with your trading personality. And that, my friend, once you customize a trading plan to your trading personality, you're going to start to see a big difference. And the great thing about the Simplicity system is that it is customizable. So you can clearly customize this, and that's some of the things that I will help you to do on a one-on-one session. So I'm going to leave the link there for my calendar and book you a session, but you have to have the system. Now, if you already have the system, awesome and incredible. Book your session if you want to get some one-on-one time. That goes a long way. A lot of times in group settings, it's easy to get kind of lost in the shuffle of things, or in just the bigness of things and that kind of thing. And sometimes you just want that one-on-one. Sometimes you have just specific questions or concerns that you want to address, and you want the latitude to do that. That is what the one-on-one sessions allow you to do. So the link will be there for you to book a session if you already have the system. And if you don't, access the link to purchase it, book the session, all that great stuff, right? Also, Facebook. I'm going to leave that link there too. I would love for you to be a part of the Trading Made Easy family on Facebook. So with that being said, I'm going to let you all go, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.